Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jam and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today is a multiple looks video using the new single eyeshadows from Divina Cosmetics. So, I believe I've done 7 looks. Yep, I've done 7 looks. This is my 7th. And I tried to keep all of the videos or all of the looks pretty simple because these eyeshadows are loverly. So I'll insert a photo here. I chose some of my singles that I already had from Divina and put it in with these new ones just to kind of make a cohesive-ish palette, and you know, maybe some playful options or whatever. But obviously this is only 7 looks. There are 12 shadows and I could keep going. I don't have time. I'm leaving when this goes up tonight, so I'm out of time for now, but when I get back I will of course play more. But let me walk you through the look that I'm wearing right now, and then we'll get into the other looks and all of my thoughts. Like I said, I wanted to keep these looks super simple. So I started out with Gloom and worked that through my outer corner and into my crease. I used some Blow just to lighten it and give myself a little bit of an easier time blending. And then I went straight in with Sinful Lace. I hadn't used this one or hadn't used it over the majority of my lid, so I decided that's what I was going to do. It was really hard to choose, but I mean, yeah, there are so many more I want to do, and I will. So just, know that. I really like this. I primed my eyes with the Divina Pre-Illusion, like I do most of the time. And then I used the Specular Eye Base, also from Divina. This is, I think, like the NYX glitter glue, except that every time I tried the NYX, it was a disaster on my eyes. Like, gross. This has not let me down yet. My eyeshadows wear beautifully. There's no creasing. There's no like fallout throughout the day when I'm using this. It's just fantastic. And for today, off camera, I did a bit of an experiment. So I primed both of these lids with this. And then I put on this one, which you saw, but off camera, I applied the eyeshadow with a wet brush on this side, and it prevented a bit more fallout while I was applying it, but they both look similar, if not exact. So yeah, if you like using a glitter glue, have at it. If you like wetting your shades, have at it. It's great. I do think that these would go on really nicely as a light topper if you wanted to, but let's save all of my thoughts for, the end. I filmed a B-roll of all of the other looks, and I'm going to mostly be quiet while you watch them. They're each 20-ish seconds. One's, closer to 30, but unless I have something important to say, I'm just gonna let you enjoy the quiet for a moment. So this is the very first look I did when I first got the eyeshadows. So there's look 1. Look number 2. I started out the same way with Blow. I wasn't sure how much trouble I would have blending. this Wicked Petals shade. Again, no ring light, and trying to show you all the angles because I'm a nutter, but I really, really liked both of these looks. I wanted to see what Serpent's Kiss would do with a green background, if you will. It's just very, very cool. And you saw the mattes I used. They're pretty, you know, wearable, average-ish colors, but I really like them. So for this next look, I went in with Zorina. I really do like that shade a lot, a lot, a lot. I really like the shade. Zorina and Bambi are two very wearable, lovely shades. Crown of Cinders. That was just such a glorious eyeshadow. I had to use it. On my inner corner, I used Lightning Moss, which I used a lot for my inner corner looks. It's so good. It's what I'm wearing today as well. I really like Lightning Moss as the inner corner bright shade. We have this look, Serpent's Kiss again, but against that like kind of purpley maroon background. It definitely looks a little bit more purple red than it did with the green background. I just think it's so cool. Multichromes, it's very strange because when I'm looking at the eyeshadows, like when I was swatching them and doing all of that, I'm looking at the eyeshadow in pan and it looks full on green. And I show it to you and it's like purple. And the other one, Wicked Petals, looking down at it, it's full on purple in the pan, but holding it up, it's blue. It's all very, very interesting. So 4 looks down, 2 to go. Again, started with Zorina. I really like that. I did both of my crease and transitions the same for both eyes in this look. Blood and Cocoa is just beautiful. And then Seduction's Kiss on the inner. You couldn't really tell necessarily that I was wearing 2 different shades, but I thought it was important to put them on together and separately, of course, so you could see what they look like on the eye and make decisions about what you maybe want to pick up based on all of the information. And then for this last one, like I said, same crease transition. Crimson Mocha. I really just, and then Spiced Sugar. They seemed similar-ish to me looking at them in pan, or different, I guess, depending on my thoughts at the time. So I wanted to put them on together so you could get like a full look. I'm gonna insert photos here so you can see all of the eyeshadows from Decadent Desires kind of together, like boom, 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 without all of the blending and what have you in between. But like I said, I think I tried to keep it really simple and not do a bunch of crazy stuff with the eyeshadows because they're just so simply beautiful. One matte and then a shimmer all over the lid. Gorgeous, super fast. And typically I enjoy a bit of a fuss when I'm applying my makeups. So I'll probably, you know, do something with more, I don't know. But if you're looking for quick out the door but impactful, or work appropriate but impactful, the Decadent Desires collection is stunning. Whether or not you need all of the 7 shades, that's entirely your call. I'm happy to have them. I do think some look similar enough to others that maybe you don't, but it's $8 for an eyeshadow. So, I mean, the sparkle, is just glorious. I tried to get some footage of my eyes at the end of the day so you could see like how good it looked, but the rest of my makeup was trash. So didn't get that, but it just looks so good, and it looks the exact same way at the end of the day as it does when I put it on. I really, really, really like these. And I really want to know what you think. Are you picking up any of these? All of these? I'm very excited. If you wanted all of the glitz and glam that brands put into multi-chromes and special shades, but don't necessarily enjoy colorful, crazy makeups, this Decadent Desires is just it's so pretty. It's so pretty. If you saw my swatching video, you know I had such a good time swatching them. It was so good. And the Crowned in Shadows collection is really cool. I definitely think she did something a little bit different. We've gotten a lot of red green shift, but this kind of maroon purple green shift is a little bit different. And the Wicked Petals with that like blue purple, but like almost pastel, they're very cool. And I thought Crown of Cinders was just a beautiful, smooth shade. I like them all. I used Ashen Halo a fair amount on my inner corners as well. They're just bright. They're bright on the inner corner and stunning. So I'm excited to hear what you think. If you're going to pick up any of these or not, use my code for sure. If you didn't see my swatching video, I highly recommend, because yeah, I got a few minutes. If you've got a few minutes. So anyway, I will see you again a little bit later today. And yeah, that'll be that. So hopefully you liked this video, found it helpful. I hope. I really tried to, show you as much as I could in this limited time. So if you did like it or found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Be good and remember to be kind to you.